Hello, hello, Imaginary Villain here. Once again, time to get back down to some game dev. My ever-continuing quest to play with dolls in RPGMaker. Because really, if you're not playing with dolls in RPGMaker, what are you doing with your life? Probably something better than playing with dolls in RPGMaker. So, last time we were working on a victory system, which I did make an actual scene, which is used for the thumbnail. The plan is to, every time you beat one of the areas, is to have the picture change to pop it actually having beaten the enemies. And then it'll be a little cooler when you actually win, as opposed to just, being able to go back in the level and always looking the same. That doesn't seem that great. I gotta make a system for that. Make a note of that. Things to do tonight. System to show victory. Oh, hello again, April. How's it going? You're actually right here at the start of the stream. Nice. So, I think to do this particular task, you go to this map here, and then I guess I can do a separate variable for each one, or do I just want to make one variable that just gets higher, and the higher it gets, the more areas it unlocks? I guess I already have an area like that, don't I? It's the victory section. Do I? I think I do. Also, how'd your Poppy art come out, April? Oh, well, I'll see you when you get back then. I'll probably be here for at least a few hours tonight, maybe longer. I have to have a special page for these ones here. Why? Or I can just have a generic overall switch. Am I doing that? Do this here. I don't know why I copied that. This get self. Wait, we're not doing self variable unlocked. It'll be. There's a variable for all of it. Let's do this the smart way. 249. Do I want to make this it's recyclable code for everything? I guess I could. I don't really need story 3, story 1 things or not. I guess that's technically a variable for all of them anyway, but I was using that to spawn things around it, I thought. Maybe? I guess everything could just have its own stuff and not be these little boxes, in which case I can just have victory 1, 2, and 3 all that. I guess that's probably the easiest way, but at that point, am I going to let them beat it out of order? I don't think I am. Then I have to worry about them actually being of varying strength. I don't think that's going to happen, so I think I can just get away with using the number here. Go 249. So, conditional branch here. This is story 3, so main variables value 249 is less than I'll do less than or equal to 3, whatever, that's fine. Let's do this, and I'll copy this in here, and then oh, this is actually unlocked too, right? I think. Yeah, this is actually 2. Right. Oh, actually it can be less than 2 there, that's fine, because this here, it'll do the other one there, and then does the victory. Alright. I just do that on all of them. I'll show that on the screen. Oh, that's my bad. Game variables. I think I like the, I have a darker picture versus a lighter picture. Choose from. That's the right one. It's darker, it should work. Okay, so that's everything I need for that. Well, I may need to shrink that picture down. One moment, it needs to be the same size as the other pictures. How big are the other pictures? This picture is 1600 by 900. It's got to be smaller because it has to fit inside the picture frame. Scale this to that size. Yep. Oops. Oh, off the screen. You can spy on my Discord, apparently. That reminds me, I need to tell them that I'm streaming right now. 1 second, and I will do that. There's that. Alright. Only briefly had to hear myself talking. Okay, that should be everything I need. Oh, it's doing the wrong picture first. Well, that's not good. Can't have that. Unless I set them. Oh, wait, I set them all to unlocked. Alright. That's going to mess up my test just a little bit. I have the sneaking suspicion that I have might have the number 1 too few for doing this. I don't really remember the exact numbers I used for unlocking stuff, so we'll see. Might need to say unlock 2 in order to open this one. Oh, that works. All right. I need to set the different picture for when you win, and then base it on. I'll have the menu pick which thing it does based on if you which area you're beaten. Are you beaten? Oh. Should have set the damage really high so then I could do this test quickly, since I'm just testing to see what happens if you beat him. How much health did I give him? I don't even remember. I think I had a thing tracking the enemy health. Nope. Though I do have the storage name for the bubbles. That's interesting to note. 467 events make up this map, just in case you're curious. Including the enemies, the projectiles, and all that. I forgot. Here's an invulnerability if he's close. Ready to go. I need to increase the damage a lot. It's obnoxious. Alright, how much health did I give him? If this is like a lot, then I'm not going to want to sit there and do that every time. $200. Well, in the future, he will temporarily have 20 for all the remaining tests that I do for this, because there's no way I'm going to want to sit there and hit him a bunch of times over and over. He actually does a fair amount of damage. He's way more annoying than before. Managed to do a dodge fast enough. Blocking's almost worthless. Good against other things though, not necessarily against him, but I gotta change the noise on those. I think it's really annoying. You don't get to get away from him at all. There we go. Still have to tweak where those are at and what it displays, but still, it'll do that. And then shifts to this screen when you hit the button. I want to move it over some. Also make it rid of all the arms because I don't like them. I do like that all the pictures will change now. I need to make new pictures for all of them. But I need it working really, really long today. Getting like 5.5 hours of sleep, you know, having to get up and go to work, and then I worked like 7 or 8 hours. I streamed 5 hours earlier in the day, so that's a lot of you know, work and everything. I come home and get about an hour and a half extra sleep, so I should be good to stream for a while. I think I just want to move it over. The actual picture goes about that because it's really annoying to hear it constantly make that noise. The actual picture goes way far over. I didn't really center it as well as I could have. I think that's a mistake on my part. I guess it's not incredibly necessary to have done that. You're only seeing over to about here. I could move it over to the right. If that's the case. Let's see here. I think story sections actually has a set for it. Maybe I'll just move the regular picture over it and remake it in DAZ. We'll see if this breaks the stream or not. It's very possible it will. I mean, I wish I could use DAZ in the stream. It would be more useful if I could. Let me open up DAZ. I usually do all my DAZ work off screen because it's just not very stream safe. It really isn't. I would need to go really far out of my way to make it stream safe, and I don't think I'm doing that right now. That seems like a lot of challenge that just doesn't need to happen. After all, most of the time the actual rendering process is really boring. And I usually just set it to start rendering something and then go walk somewhere or something. It's just gonna be a while. Alright, let's see if this breaks stuff. Hopefully not. Still loading it up. That sounds about right. Just need to move the focus of the picture a bit. For anyone curious. I got my character good to go. And then I'm just going to get the camera to a better location. This program is just obnoxious. I guess I can push this over the side and have that like that. Oh, welcome back. I'm just adjusting some artwork here that's a little not particularly well centered for what I want. Trying to zoom around a little bit. Because the other one gets chopped off a bit. Yeah, that'll probably do. Okay. I'm going to set that to make a render. Let's see. And then I can go right back to actually working on regular stuff while it does that. Hopefully it doesn't crash the stream. This program has been known to crash the stream. Alright, so I think that's pretty good. And then for the status menu thing here. Oh, awesome. Thanks, April. So we're going to use a switch on this. Game variables, dot value, or game variables, value 249. And this is areas unlocked. Type. This keyboard is awful. I need to buy a new one. I was at my office today, and I learned that I need to buy basically a new mouse for there anyway because the battery exploded inside of the mouse. It just stopped working. It's like, what happened? I opened up and there's just battery goop coming out of it. It was horrible. I was like, what the? So apparently I need to take the ones that I have here, the backup ones from here, and take them to my office now and use those there, and I'll just buy new ones for my house. Nice computer. Oh, well. Thanks for doing that, April. Nice. One break. Two. I'll stay this way. Yeah. It'd be awesome. Got more people in there chatting. Not gonna lie, game dev when no one is around to chat is not the most exciting. Like, it's just kind of, I'm gonna do it anyway, but it gets just boring talking to yourself all day. Is this done? Yes, it is. Gotta get my updated image for the windscreen. Drag it over to here. Delete the old one, rename this one. I've got to change my code. And then that's got to shrink its size down a bit so it actually fits inside the picture frames. Okay, so do that. I'll move the victory over to this side. And then I'm okay with moving this down a bit more too. How's the art going? What's this error? Oh. Let's try this again, but this time with feeling. Where you at, boss? Go. It did not display what I wanted. Why doesn't it display what I want? What's the victory variable at? Area's unlocked to 2. When did it change that number? When the bosses killed it, and did the number difference, didn't it? Oh, never mind. I just forgot to put the right image name in there. Nothing wrong with my code at all. Just me being forgetful. Who knows? Also going to turn down the sound of those the tarot cards. They're kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of annoying. That's the quietest it gets. Really? I can go to 5%. Might increase the pitch actually. Maybe they can be just as loud but have a higher pitch so they're a little less obnoxious. Maybe that's more obnoxious. I don't even know. We'll find out. Gotta hunt down proper sound effects for everything. Not looking forward to that. I have thousands of sound files. Easter eggs? Yeah, I'll put some Easter eggs in. So pretty much the first goal is just to get something that's a playable prototype, and then I'm just going to keep adding to it every week, just on stream. So over time, the game will get hopefully really good. I don't think the first version is going to be that amazing. Figure if I have something for people to mess with that they can, offer their input on, it might encourage them to come to the stream and watch me work on it. Still did it again, huh? Must be the wrong timing. I mean, it'll always be a completable game. I'm just going to keep adding to it over time. So it'll just start out as a much shorter game with less in it, and then each week I'll basically add to it, and then at the end of the week I'll release the new updated version for people to download, and I'm just going to keep doing that. It's kind of a weird way to release a game, but at the same time, making actual games takes so long that people will be waiting a very long time if I wait until the game's completely finished. So when the boss is destroyed, when does it add this? 249 is not even mentioned. It adds at the start of WinCon. Yeah, hopefully it turns out to be a good idea, April. I mean, I think I pretty much just decided the game is a better way to build a YouTube presence than YouTube being a better way to build the game. So, if I can turn it into some kind of ad for that effectively by getting people excited, might be worth it. I've seen what people manage to sell their games for, and I can already tell that if I tried to sell it on Steam even after making it, the odds of making any real money off it would be terrible. It's much better to try to make money off YouTube. Also, game dev is kind of it ends up being kind of a lonely type of thing where you just basically sit there by yourself and code and do art all day. Whereas if you're streaming it, you get to chat with people, so it's much better. That errors. That's exciting. You know, I considered making a horror game. If I do, it'll probably be an Unreal Engine because RPGMaker's not very good for horror. Let's see. Let me move this out of the way. Because I mean, this could easily be a good horror game if I wanted it to be. This is the wrong image name. wonder if I actually have a thing set up for this. Let's see. Now, I was experimenting with Unreal Engine, but the problem was that I have to just completely start over on the project, which is why I kind of decided I wasn't. So I don't want to do that. Oh, you want to see more YouTubers play the horror games? You know, yeah, that's fair. Oh, I'm opening this here. I think I had pop it inside of Unreal Engine. I actually had a version where it could have been like it already kind of set up for 3D, but then it broke, and I haven't been able to get that version of the game to launch ever since. Yeah, as far as doing a horror game, you know, if you make like an indie horror game and it's not even that good, you can actually get people like Markiplier to actually play it, because he just goes on to itch.io and gets whatever weird garbage happens to be there with a few upvotes. So you could actually get a fair amount of exposure by just lucking out and it being amusing enough for him to make a video. Oh. Well, I was going to open the project in Unreal Engine, but it just collapses on itself. Nice. Was actually working on another project in that. I could actually bring it up. Let's see. I'll do this test real fast, then I'll bring up this, visuals of the other project I was working on. I ended up stopping it purely because, well, I had some health issues and had to back, and I just haven't got back to it. For some reason, she can't pass through these. Huh. That's weird. Once in a while, it just kind of messes up. I don't know what's causing that. Okay. Oh. That's a problem. These images are too small now because they're big enough for the pictures. That one works. I'm gonna have to make some sort of a graphic for the outside here. Huh. Let me bring up this Imager thing here, and I could show the other project I was working on. Let me attempt to bring up Imager, discover it doesn't even work on my browser because Imager breaks a lot. Quick login for that. I don't need that open. Oh, where was it? Can't enlarge to full screen because of the size of this screen. That sucks. Is there a view in slightly larger? Oh, that's terrible. Well, I can't do full screen because of the size of my monitor and how this thing works, but the other game I'm working on is this one here. It is significantly more high-tech than the other one. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've been playing around with it. I just wanted to finish this other project before I get around to starting yet another project, so I was like, I'll just wait on this project. Also, I thought that a lot of people from the RPGMaker community would want to watch me make things. So far, basically none of them have wanted to watch me make anything. Which is awkward, to say the least. I also have this one here. We're just making levels for these. I haven't really programmed any gameplay in yet, but eventually I'll get to that. Yes, I did have a gameplay thing a while back. Where was that? Was it this one? No. It's just doing its thing. This one? Nope. For some reason I cannot find the one in question. Really? There we go. I mean, you can tell me game suggestions or ideas for the games too. I mean, I'm down for it. I can't promise I'll necessarily do them, but I'm always down to hear ideas. Yeah. For some reason, I got to talking with a game dev friend of mine, and he's like, you know, the idea of using a rubber chicken as a weapon for this, so I did it for a joke, and it's not actually staying in the game probably, but it's an old version of it. But yeah, I'll probably end up working on that game after this, and unless I get an audience for RPGMaker instead, in which case then I'll do that. Whichever one gets more people watching, I guess, or gets greater interest. So I gotta test this one more time, see if it actually works. I actually had 3 different games I was working on, but that's the best looking one by a large margin. Play back on for that. You didn't finish the comment? Which comment? Oh, wait, I did finish that. I guess I could reposition it to the center. Well, you can always share the game ideas. Like I say, no guarantee I'll do them or anything, but something to chat about. I guess I could lock the picture afterwards. Am I doing that? Or do I want to let him go back in? That's 1600. That one. Some of these windows have the same top to them. It's hard to tell them apart sometimes. I think this story mode has it. That's based on an event. What I could do to make this really easy is to take the image, open it up, wait for it to open, takes forever, and then resize the canvas to 1920, I'm sorry, 1920, 1080, like that. It's already in the center, so hit OK, and then that'll create space around it. And now I don't have to sit there and, figure out where it's going to be. Quick double check that that works. That's so much easier than sitting there and going, moving it just a few pixels this way or that to try to make it fit in a frame. Where's the boss at? Come on. Figured that wouldn't fit. I was hoping it would fit. Well, what's the plot twist? The right height, that's just not wide enough. That sounds fun. You get to actually run around and kill people, or you just find out you're the killer later? Sounds almost like Silent Hill, kind of. You'd have something over to the sides of this, basically, to fill in the blank there. Let's see here. Open that, and then get behind. Guess I could just do a simple black background behind it, rather than try to get all fancy. Undo that. That's a little too big. Let's make a smaller brush here. That'll work just fine. Almost all the pictures in Poppet Quest are dark on the corners anyway, so the black will just blend in and I can get away with not actually having to do anything special. So you're gonna make this Project Home Safety game? Huh? Yeah, you want to. Same. Let's see, I need to do this. It might work. I figure if I'm gonna make any horror games, it's probably gonna be some horror game with dolls because I have lots of doll assets and it's, you know, I kind of like creepy dolls and creepypastas and stuff. Not so big on serial killers and all that. Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of people out there who make games. You can actually even pay someone to make games too. I've seen that as a thing. I don't know about doing that myself, but surprisingly not that expensive. I mean, the game they make won't necessarily be very good, but still, a couple $100 don't make you a game. If you have a really powerful computer, Unreal Engine's free. It's got all kinds of free assets, so you could actually make the game yourself. But you need a powerful computer, otherwise it's just pretty hard to run Unreal Engine. Perfect. Blends right in all nice. I still need to do something for the to make the victories and that and put like status information here. Well, fair enough, you know. Got to be an idea person for everything, I suppose. Not sure what I'm doing with this victory thing to make it look cool, but I don't think I want it wobbling. I think it looks kind of weird wobbling. I need to make some cool graphics instead for that. Yeah. I also need to streamline this so that it works for everything. Am I doing that? I can also spawn these in too, so it just resets them. I guess it's a lot easier to just do it this way. Oh, what's the idea? Just use that as a placeholder and then add images in later. Oops. A girl and teenagers go to an abandoned house, huh? Well, it's a pretty common start to a horror thing. Where does it go from there? 3 mini games to not die from the doll, huh? Is it all just sitting there looking at you, just watching? Or is it like, an Annabelle doll, a Chucky doll, or some giant monster doll? Let's see, 5. Do I want to have a hallway that represents this story? Have them walk through a bunch of pictures first, and then each time as the pictures are passed, they get told the story? How it all starts. I'm not making a cutscene movie. That would take way too long for what the return is. Could do that. How long is it going to need to be for the story, I guess? Like, how big are we talking here? Uh, I'll think about the story thing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. So 3 ways she can kill you. Does that mean, like, you know, if you fail a particular minigame, she has one way to kill you, and a different minigame causes a different way to kill you, and the third one causes yet another way to kill you? Or is there 3 mechanics to worry about? I'll mess with this boss here and see if it works better. Well, could be interesting, you know. Unkillable monsters in random abandoned houses are pretty much a good horror trope. I'm relatively happy with this boss. Other than it just doing way too much damage, but yeah. Do I make them glow when they're like invulnerable? Maybe. This main thing kind of sucks though, because it hits you and it doesn't do a very good. Oh, that's fair. Giant dolls are a lot of fun. Point I was considering making this a 3D game, only briefly, and there was a giant doll that would be constantly looking for you by hiding under furniture and things like that. They look pretty cool. You go wandering through the walls and things like that because there's like tunnels in the walls, and you're just trying to avoid her as you get to the edge, to the end of the level. But I don't know. I was already so far along with this. I figured I'd just finish this. I'd still do something like that. Unfortunately, 3D models also kind of cost money, so you gotta, unless you're gonna make them all yourself, and that'd take a real long time. So I'm not sure how much I want to invest in that yet. I guess I balance the clown boss. What am I balancing around? What's the numbers we're talking here? I guess I could balance everything around 100. Let's say the player starts with 100 health. That seems like a fine number. Does it? That means the poisons not and the fires aren't going to be very good. Well, I mean, I don't really want one hit from poison to be lethal or anything. We'll try balancing around 100. That's fair. How much magic do I want them to have? That's the other question. And how much spirit points do I want them to have? Huh. Oh, I wasn't even reading the actual the first mini game. Oh, it says your first mini death game is being crushed by her hand. Okay, all right. So he just reaches over and just tries to squish you. I had an idea of a player running down a corridor, like, you know, in between walls and everything, trying to hide from the giant doll, and that the doll would actually try to ram its hand through the wall and try to grab you at various points. And because Unreal Engine allows you to make things like walls breakable by something hitting it, they would just see the wall just crumble as the hand just tries to grab them. It's not actually as hard to program as you might think. I was surprised. Oh, the teenagers escape? That's no fun. Nobody wants the teenagers to live. At least a couple of them have to die. It's more fun that way, right? How much MP are we balancing around? I'm not sure I'm going to include level ups in the first version of this game. I guess we'll just balance around 50 for now, for purposes of the demo here. SP is way too good. I think I'll practice about 20. How far does it let him travel? They wanted it up. Right. I almost thought I'd loaded up the other game because I use that music. Second mini death game is getting chopped off. Chopped off what? Okay, that is the wrong number. Why was it so high? So your second minigame is random dismemberment, is what I'm hearing. That's an option. Oh, this is where I made my mistake. That's a little better. Do I make the player able to use this faster or have more number of it? I kind of feel like I'd rather be faster. Well, let's try to reduce this so it doesn't last very long. Wait a minute, I'm not sure I want to balance it like that at all. I guess I can balance it this way. Let's say I make it 10 there. So it's not a death, it's a game over, you're saying, April? I mean, isn't that kind of like the same thing? If you're, if the game is over, it's kind of like the person died, right? I guess they can lose a point every time that happens, and then we will stick with 1 frame rate. Means it'll go down much slower. It's not so bad that it takes longer to recover. I guess there really is just a physical limit to how fast things can happen. Maybe the next game I'll work on is just a horror game. Just straight up a horror game. I don't know. That lasts way too long. If that's the case, it needs to be a lot less. I guess I can balance it on 10 points instead of 20. I'm not sure I want this ability to level up or anything like that. I want it to be, it's too good, so I need to keep it really limited on how often it can be used. But not so limited that it's just useless. I need to have some way to stop those from spawning on top of her. There's that weird lag thing there. Let's see. Animation horror project instead of a game? That's fair. Well, you can make those in Unreal Engine as well. Just saying. A lot of Hollywood movies are actually made in Unreal Engine, so. That's just too long that lasts, I think. Where is it? problem with this ability is it makes the player able to get away from the boss too effectively. That's just way too far. Well, I got plenty of time to decide. On the plus side, if you make it into an actual movie, you could put it on YouTube or something, and it would probably, it gets views. And you only have to make, just that. You don't have to make any kind of gameplay or anything. Whereas if you make a game, you're still going to have to make the story. You're still going to have to find a way to get views. But now you have to actually produce all the gameplay as well. Though I'm doing game dev, I usually tell people in advance, it's a lot of work. Do I make it more effective and just less of? Maybe I'll try that. I'm not sure I'm going to balance this ability. It just seems like it's so strong. Like the enemy can't keep up. I want it to work as an evasion when you need it, but not so good that the boss can't catch you. I like this track. I'm going to make a note of this one. I don't know if it's really going to work for this game, but if I do an actual scary game. Yeah, I think this is what I want it to be, where it comes back quick enough to use it, but it's not so overpowered that you can just get too far away from the boss. The 5's probably right, with that timing on it. And recharging relatively quickly, so you can keep using it. And then they can't be upset that I have these attacks that are hard to dodge, because you always have this ability to get out of the way, as long as you time it. Plus a block. Most Diablo games don't give you either, so that's not bad. What the other stuff there? I mean, how am I balancing all this stuff? Heal's going to be a problem. Heal can easily be too good. What if heal was a regen instead? You didn't just get the flat health back immediately, but had to wait a little bit. But I noticed Diablo switched their potions to that sort of method. It was, instead of just being a flat amount back, it took time for you to recover that health. I might do that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick restroom break. So I'll be back in like a minute or so. All right, I'm back. They're saying if you have a game studio, you can name it Dog Games, huh? That's cool. I mean, it might be a little generic, so it might already have been taken, but I'm sure you can come up with some sort of a dog theme that hasn't been taken. So I think I want the healing thing to regenerate over time. Then it can heal more, but it just takes longer. We'll copy poison, but we'll make the reverse of it. Regenerating. So let's call it regen, I guess. Regen graphic. All right. Make another timer here. Regen timer. I mean, that might not be taken. That could sound like something that could happen. This one from the regen timer. And then what else we got going on here? Guess I have to add a new category for this, right? Guess I just add time onto it. I can try that. Probably not incredibly long, but we want it to be long enough to just show me what's going on here. We'll say 10. And then oops. Delete it. Copy this event information here. I guess I could have regen as a it's not regen. You got regen separate from heal entirely. Do I want to make a whole other ability? I don't know about that. I can't do it that way. I have to do it like this. Conditional branch. If this get self variable finished. Put an extra N in there because I can't spell evidently. Is equal to true. Else. This dot set self variable. Why am I typing two N's? To true. And then I'm gonna grab this heal information here. Put it into here. And we're going to set regen, which is 70, to this get self variable. I think it's time. Okay, that's what I put in there. Yep. And then do I have a heal amount on this? I guess I want a separate amount for regen. Do I just name it something generic, or do I want to name it regen itself? I could just do like second effect or something. We'll make it just one for now, I guess. X will equal second effect. I can't add this event ID. I wouldn't have one. I don't think it has one. Let's test. Do you have to be another country to play this game? It's just going to be available on itch.io, so it'll be available to anybody who wants to play it. No matter which country you're in. I figure most people watching aren't even in the US anyway, which is where I'm at, so. But not at this time of day. It's 2:35 a.m. right here in California. Normal people here have already gone to sleep a while ago. Oh, I forgot something. Oops. In order for this to work, regen needs to go on. I think that's the last thing I need, and then I can make graphics for it later. So much of game dev is just moving numbers around. That's all it is, just numbers. At some point you tell it to display graphics, and that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, it's 2:36 a.m. here. I end up streaming after work because it's just the time I have available. I have a terrible schedule. That's probably a fine amount of time there. But what am I testing? Oh yeah, the regen. In that case, our boss hit me. Hit me. What happened when I did that? I don't put any console logs in, so this might take a moment to figure out here. Let's see, is regen on? No. Why is regen not on? Does regen turn on? Let's see, let's click the button again and see what happens. Okay, that's weird. Regen never turns on. Just spawn 137. I say 167, right? Spawns 167. Somehow regen is turned off? What? Oh, I know what probably happens. It probably flips on, but then it doesn't actually set this. Get this way. Oh, hi Lee, how's it going? You are just in time to be just in time. Actually, I'll go this way. We'll see what that says. Oh, glad to hear it, Lee. You never actually ran the code in between here. But I ran this code. But why am I doing it this way? It just does this, and then you never have to run it again. I need a way to just auto damage the player so I don't have to wait. That didn't even hit me. Come on, hit. Perfect. So at 380 it doesn't work. Might need a moment in between, otherwise it might not trigger correctly. And then after the argument list here, oh, that's right, I can't do that. That'll work there. I'll just try to balance the heal ability so it's not as OP. I guess all the other ones actually just affect an overall variable. Yeah, I'm doing this wrong. This should do it. I guess I have another variable for the regen amount. Oh, well, see when you get back, April. I will almost certainly be here. At least another hour and a half or so. Maybe longer. Maybe. I don't know. I think I do actually want an additional variable in here, don't I? Ah. It sucks that these aren't going to be next to each other. Yeah. Yeah, it does kind of suck. It's a common event, can't pull those. Unless I just want it to be one. Do I want it to just be one perpetually? Well, spell effect increments? But if I do that, I'd have to have multiple instances of it. I don't know if that even works. I could just set it for one. I'll think about it. I guess we'll just do one right now. Yeah, for now I can just stay at one. I just want it to work, and then I'll worry about expanding it later. Right, because the self variables just can't exist on these, is what I'm seeing. Skip that. And skip that. You can set a self. Well, this lets you set a self variable. Why in the world can't I get this self variable? Let's think about that. Maybe if it handed the entire interpreter, I could do it that way. I didn't code it like that at all. Alright, well, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Just use the mouse move around. I'm supposed to be working on that, in theory. Lots of damage, and then... what happened? Regen is on. Wait, does that actually add health? Yeah, it is adding health, okay. Alright. Guess I shouldn't use the poison enemy in order to check and see if something worked. I was adding it. I didn't see it display this though. Attach it to the player. Gets to regen on and then sits there and keeps running that over and over, so that's fine. I don't need this, I don't need this. Actually, don't even need this at all. What do I do for the regen? Let's see, how big is the other stuff that I'm using? Work out the poison, get an idea how big that is, and then build a graphic for regen. 200 by 200, alright. Let's see if we can just cheat with a brush. What's this do? I don't know what it does. Do whatever that is. That's a little too much. Undo. Way to slow it down? Okay, well I can just not hold the button down too. Last one's off the thing. So was that one. Let's test this out. Here's The thing about doing particles is it doesn't really matter if they're super detailed, because you're going to throw a bunch of them around and nobody will really see them anyway. So that's kind of, it just needs to look passable. I might actually just have a few hearts. We'll see how this looks. We'll just do a quick thing here. Oh, nope, PNGs. RPGM, good enough, close enough. It's kind of got some of the same letters. Let's call this regen. All right, now with that, we're going to go over to making a particle here. I'll probably borrow the poison particle because it already sets it up to start floating up. And then just alter it from there. It's actually not a bad fire either, for that matter. What if we got rid of that? How would the fire look at that point? Does that make an okay fire? Maybe. Huh. Did I inadvertently come up with a better fire particle? Maybe. Not bad like that. Eh, maybe it's. That's not actually a bad fire particle. Huh. Actually, not bad. I'm gonna make a note of that. Poison particle. And then fire red, fire black, and fog red. Seems to come up with kind of a neat little thing. Yeah, better idea here. He does not want to work for some reason. This one goes off a bit. Now the two images might be better. No rotation? It's weird, it's like it starts on its side. It's unusual. Oh, no, I did that. Oops. And then make them a little less frequent, I guess. Oh, hello again, April. I'm just making a regen effect. Give this a try. Alright. Get this over into the particles. Ooh, copy the name over. All this extra work because I really wanted to balance this thing. Making graphics is fun, so. Even particles, which are their own animal to do. You intentionally make the graphics not that complex because it won't look very good if you put a lot of them and just start throwing them all over the place like particles do. Need that there, and then add it to the interface. I hear you on that one, April. I am super exhausted after, what, 5 hours of streaming and then 7 hours of work in the same day. Not my 12 hours of work today. I think I slept 7 hours somewhere in between all that, and then I'm right back to streaming again. So, regen graphic. Regen is on. This graphics slightly larger. Thanks for sitting up and watching, you know, giving me someone to chat with. This random music is kind of annoying at this point, I think. What else do I got for music here? Gotta be careful what music I listen to on the stream because YouTube will copyright strike me. Otherwise, I'd be listening to way different stuff than this. But sadly, this is what I get. Listen to something different here. Oof. Yawning over here. This is regen counter. Need this on this map, and then I need to copy it onto this one. I also need to copy this one over for that matter. Might remove the location name, then I can put all the status ailments and the other things in the same locations. Yeah, that's the right idea. I should probably do that. Let's try that. Let's move this over to the center. That's probably fair. And then read this up a little bit. I need to remake the location background thingy too, for that matter. Like that. That's probably fine. And then I can move these over and put them in the exact same order so it's not confusing and weird. Poison was first. Darkness, then slow. And then we do everything farther up for purposes of this. Then I might move it over the side a little bit. All right, let's save all this. Save game. I think I'm going to make it all the way till 6 a.m. this day. I did it last time. Yesterday it was... I picked the worst day to do it. Most days I can actually get away with it because I don't think I have to wake up for, but... Got it right in the middle of a whole lot of stuff that had to get done. I didn't even get all of it done, to be honest. Wish I did, but I didn't. There we go, regen works great. I forgot to check one thing, and that is It's right over there. Perfect. Oh, the only thing that's weird is the it keeps it in the status menu. Well, I guess I could get a thing to remove it from the status menu. Oof. Do I care that much, or is it just kind of adorable and just stays? That's kind of a cool effect there. I guess I could set up a system where it removes itself from there. Let's see, to do that, I have to have a, if status menu is active, it would turn the region, oh, I can't turn the region graphic off. I think I'll leave it as is right now. It's a whole system I need to set up just for one graphical thing that isn't terribly important. There's a thing where the ghost form vanishes periodically. I wonder why that is. I guess it really doesn't come up except for when it's a really long ghost form, and I don't even let them go that far anymore, so I guess it doesn't super matter. What is player 1 anyway? Like, do I use that more than once? No. That's just a holdover? I'll skip that then. I don't need that. I really need to go through and optimize this so badly. But do I want to do that right now? I could. There's a lot of random old code that just needs to be dealt with. It's just been here a really long time. And that old code, it keeps on hitting random bugs and things it's doing. I think this is acceptable. I don't need it at the moment. Like, I don't think path is even used. Because paths were part of arts code, right? I forgot to check the number of that. Check again real fast. So path off is 46. Does that do anything? I don't think so. Game over, pop-it abilities. Victory and map build and map selector. They've all got it. What does it do? Just when timer's on, sure. It's just pop-it abilities that does it. I'm just gonna start running all these skips in here. Well, you know what? What a excitable song. Let's get rid of all these little path thingies here. Game over and victory both have them. Map builder and map selector have them as well. All right. One more random thing that just didn't do anything. There's just a lot of code I don't use anymore. Do I even use map goal? I don't think so, right? I think WinCon dictates everything. At this point, this is checking 249. No, it's not checking 249. It's checking whatever the collectible array is. In this case, 234. So I don't actually use this system anymore at all. I'm at full max, so. So double check I'm not using 85 anywhere in here. Well, not as a. That's a switch. That's fine. Okay. Well, that is supposed to be a switch. Guess that wasn't working all along. Found that by accident. Nice. Okay. The other ones don't have anything that revolves around that, I don't believe, so where else am I using 85 or 84 for that matter either? Puzzle 2 and map builder. Alright, well, tell me about Puzzle 2 for that matter then. Yeah, WinCon's the only one that runs it. This does nothing. Okay. Other switches. Map builder. We'll double check and make certain these were unnecessary in a moment. These certainly are, though. That, then let's check this out. Not even used anywhere. Huh. It's like everyone wandered off for the night. Maybe they have, I don't know. YouTube's thing just will say there's no concurrent viewers, and then people will be chatting, and it'll be like, but YouTube, you said no one was here. Other times it'll say there's people here in one thing, and then it will not say people is here in the other because it lists two different concurrent things. And it's like, Okay, because it's like concurrent here and concurrent here, and those numbers don't always match. So it's very awkward. And now the character can go through things? What? No, just do that. I guess the hitbox sucks on that. Fair enough. Oh. That does affect something. So, let's see. Um, actually prove handy. What am I doing? I do that. This assembles the actual array we're talking about. Can I just return my function? Does that work? Wait a second. That returns the var number. We can do this. Let's see. I guess I just do this anyway. Game variables. I guess I do need this, but I don't need it everywhere. I guess setting that on puzzle 2 is the same thing as well. Alright, so I was wrong. I should have kept it. I'm stupid. I need to go through and investigate all these things. The game's gotten so complex. I really wish I'd done this a while ago, but I did not. Really, Collected. Not collected. Max. Keyboard does not type well. We set this to 22. Then set the other to 0. I think I only did those few locations. Huh. I'm so much tireder today than I was the other night. I have a nasty headache from not sleeping. So I'm making all kinds of dumb mistakes. I'll just call it early tonight. That'll work fine. Of course, it's not defined because I can't spell. That's why it wasn't defined. Yeah. Definitely only going to go till 4 tonight. Oh, yes. I don't worry about cleaning up the code of this game, and I'll just work on finishing stuff that's important. Oh. Never mind. Let's stop being fancy. The system worked. Why am I trying to fix what works? Dumb. A lot of nights where that happens, and it's like, but it worked. Why would I do this? Just do that. No point, I need to go through the project and remove all the skips and everything. I just set to skip, and it's like, I'll come back later. And also, you just always set skip first. See if it works, and if it doesn't work, then I can, you know, just unskip it. Test code. Such a great feature they added. It's my favorite feature they've added in a long time. Easily the most useful. I could make tutorials tonight. I was considering doing that. Probably make them separate from doing the streams, though. I don't have to worry about waiting for the entire stream to do its get an HD version before I can download the tutorial and work on it, because that's a big problem that I have. It's literally, oh look, come back in 5, 6, 7 hours so you can, you know, get this little piece of the stream and use it. And, no, I just don't want to do that. That's a long time. We've established that works. Happy that my regen works. Use star armor at the same time. Nice. Look at all these fun status ailments I can get on me. Cool. Well, let's exit out of a level. let's see. Quick change needs to be made. I can put this on the map builder, right? Okay, and then I need a better system because, like, once you collect enough tarots, you can just leave. I guess I can make variables for boss defeated. That system doesn't work right. Wrong one. I can go here. I don't need it specifically at the moment, but yeah, sure, I can go there. Right here is where I can set which switch it is. So let's make a bunch of switches for those. Yeah, because put it this way. I could just have a separate variable for it, just like unlocked, except for it's changes the pictures. And it's not tied to unlocked, so you can unlock an area without actually beating the boss. I guess it's fine. I don't really need a bunch of switches at that point. Boss is defeated. No, wait a minute. If I just add that randomly there, what'll happen is they can go back in and fight the same boss. I don't do that. That's not gonna work. I guess I could make it work, but I'm not gonna do that. Nah, I'm good. Boss is defeated. Not 100% certain on their order yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a bunch of quick ones here. I don't know. I might just have 4 bosses in the first area. and not have a last level just to test it out. I'm not opposed to that idea. So this is 164 through 168. Let's key switch, I guess. Actually, I'll switch equal 0. Game variables, or game switches, set value, I'll switch true. And he's for the second area, so that's 165, right? Oh, wrong one. Yeah, 165. I do this so I don't have to do a bunch of the code. I can just, do that and it'll run whichever one. So I don't got to keep typing this over and over. I guess that one's fine for now. I still don't have to worry about setting at the moment. All right. Do it like that. Give this a test and see if it works. I picked way too quiet of music. Mistakes were made. I haven't actually listened to any of this music. There's so many tracks to go through, but I never remember to delete the ones I don't want. So it's a mess. Come on, boss. Go up. I hope. Or migrate that over the side for that matter too. Yeah, I definitely like the victory pictures more than what I previously had. Nice. I started working on what I'm going to do for this actual victory page. I don't know. A bit on the uncertain side since I don't really know exactly what I want it to have yet. I don't even know all the abilities are going to be in the game yet. This works. I don't need to really change anything. almost want the boss to have a special drop that triggers the victory scene. But I'd make that tomorrow, and I don't want to make it tonight. Well, maybe I'll stream tomorrow night. I don't know. I usually stream on the weekends, so I take a couple days off. Even though the weekends are probably the best time to stream. Yeah, that works. Let me change the rest of the code to match this setup here. Gonna make a bunch of images when I get a chance. I set this one to false, right? Yep. All right, I think I'm just gonna call it for tonight. Long work day, followed by a previously long stream. Technically, in the same 24-hour period, I'm now at like 8.5 hours streamed and I think like 7 hours worked. So it's a lot. So anyway, I will potentially be back tomorrow. There'll be a notification on the stream if there is. So if you see one, or notification on the channel, if you see one, then you want to come watch the stream, I'll be available. Probably be around the same time, maybe earlier. I don't know. Anyway, this is Imaginary Villain signing off for the night. Have a wonderful night, evening, morning, or whatever it is for you. See ya.